Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. It's going to be a good day today. I'm excited to it's Wednesday. What am I? I'm a day behind. I'm a day behind on life, but it's Wednesday. Let's go. So this morning I wanted to just talk about a scripture that is often misquoted, misrepresented, and misused. And it's Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength, which is a great verse. It's a great message, and it's incredible to see that in the scriptures, and to internalize it is awesome. But when we internalize it in the wrong way, it often leads to disappointment, because we have football players putting it on their eye black. We have celebrities and people who are super successful who put Philippians 4:13 all over the place, and they say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Well, that's great, but in context, that's not what the scripture is talking about. Paul is writing to the church in Philippi, and he's telling them, in the context of this passage, he's telling them basically, hey, like, you guys have reached out and you guys have helped me, you have financially supported me, and that's awesome. And I'm not telling you this right now because I need anything, because I know what it's like to abase, I know what it's like to abound, I know what it's like to have a little, and I know what it's like to have a lot. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. He's talking about being content in all situations. I can be content in my situation regardless of whether I have $1 million in my bank account or I'm negative $500 in my bank account. I can live content with my life, whether I have tons of food on the table or whether we're eating leftovers every single day because we are running, there's too much month at the end of the money kind of a thing. He is 100% speaking about not losing sight of who Jesus is just based off of your circumstances. Not losing sight of what Christ has done for you just based off of your circumstances. He's not saying you can go and join the NFL, you can go and join the NBA, because if I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me, I'd be playing for the Chicago Bulls right now. But I can't do that. I don't have the physical ability to do that. I'm not talented enough to do that. But I can live content in my life, regardless of the situation, regardless of the circumstance, regardless of what I'm facing. I can look to Jesus. I can look to his sacrifice. I can look to his power. I can look to his provision. I can look to everything that he's done. And I can do that because he has given me strength. I can live in poverty and I can live with wealth. I can live in lack and I can live with overabundance. I can live in prison because he's writing this letter from jail. I can live in Roman prison, or I can live as a free man, but that's not going to change how I view my relationship with God. It's not going to change my life. It's not going to change the perception and the perspective that I have of how good God is just because my situation is not good. So you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you if you think about it in the context of the way that it was written. You have the power to live above your circumstance. You have the power to live above poverty. You have the power to live above lack. You have the power to not get overzealous and to not get big-headed when you have enough and when you have more than enough. You have the power to live a life that is dedicated, devoted, and walked out for Jesus because he gives you that strength. You can be content in all circumstances. And so let's do that today. Let's be content in whatever we're facing, whether we're stressed out or whether we're easy breezy. We can live in that circumstance. We can live in that situation because he has given us the strength to do it. Your best days are not behind you. They're in front of you. The best is yet to come. Let's have a great Wednesday.